Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to Dragon Age 2. So last time we did a bunch of quick...
What's your issue now, little hawk?
Don't call... Just don't, alright? You're looking for fodder for your stories.
Do you think you're that interesting?
I have enough trouble being overshadowed as it is. I don't need to get caught under an imaginary me, too.
Don't you worry. I'm not in the business of lullabies or children's stories.
Nice. So last time we did a bunch of quests and we also found out that there is a Grey Warden here. I think I have an idea of who it may be based off of the fact that some of the DLC items that we grabbed were restricted to certain characters and I saw some names pop up.
The thieves are gone, guardsman.
So I think I know who it is.
Did
I'm
you
very
say
excited
something?
though.
I didn't hear you. And clumsy me. I seem to have dropped a coin purse in your hand.
Nice. Yeah, so I have a fair idea of who we're going to be getting from that quest. But regardless, we're going to go and get him. And I'm very excited. I think it's a character from one of the DLCs from the previous game. So we have to go here and get that. And then we're also just going to pick up as many quests as we can along the way and
You again. What
hopefully
do you
get
want?
a bunch of companions. I'm looking for someone.
I hear you know where I can find a Ferelden Grey Warden.
Only Ferelden Grey Warden I've heard of slew the archdemon to save us all. Fat lot they care here. We're out of the Blight's path now. Why would you need a warden?
The healer was one of them once, wasn't he? A warden?
Well, he's not now, and busy enough without answering fool questions about it.
I'm not going to bother him.
Then I'll only ask very smart questions.
I do not joke, Sirrah. You see what our people face in Kirkwall. They have no jobs, no homes. Most can barely buy bread. This healer, he serves them without thought for coin. He's closed their wounds, delivered their children.
And yet he needs to hide.
He's a good man. I won't lose him to the blighted Templars.
Why would you lose him to the Templars?
You mean he's a mage?
Would I stick my neck out for some purveyor of hensbane and leeches?
Oh, perish the thought. Another delicate mage flower.
He doesn't want to
Carver.
be locked in the gallows just for using the gifts the Maker gave him.
Honestly, that's really fair, and
I can
I
hardly
don't
blame him.
mean him any
I
harm.
suppose it isn't my secret to keep. Anders has certainly been free enough with his services. Refugees in Darktown know to find the healer, look for the lit lantern. If you have need enough, Anders will be within. I can't get my brother off the boat. The grip's got him bad.
Yeah, I thought it was Anders. I'm actually really excited. He was a very sarcastic mage companion in one of the Dragon Age Origins DLCs, and I kind of loved him. He was pretty
Hey,
amazing.
we heard you in there asking
Hello?
about the healer. We know what happens to mages in this town, and it ain't gonna happen to him.
Carver, you want to take this one?
You want him safe? Don't pick fights with other Fereldans while the Templars are after us all.
Ferelden? But you're clothes. I figured you for a Kirkwaller, sorry. Make her bless the rule of our Queen Honora.
Okay. I mean, at least I got friendship with Carver for that, because he kind of hates me, generally. So that's good, I guess. Well, off to fucking Darktown then. We're gonna go and get Anders. I mean, if we get him as a companion, which I'm pretty sure we do, I think I'm gonna swap out Aveline for him, because Varric is amazing and we're keeping on him in our party forever, because of course we are. And he's a rogue and we need a rogue in our party. Carver, I kind of want the opportunity to... Okay, maybe we'll go to the estate after that. I want the opportunity to, like, increase my relationship with Carver, because he kind of hates me. Which means leaves Aveline to sort of swap out. Okay,
I
that's...
have made this place a sanctum of healing and salvation.
It's not a thing he had
Why do you threaten it?
before. I mean no harm.
I'm just here to talk.
We're interested in getting into the deep roads. Rumor has it you were a warden. Do you know a way?
Did the warden send you to bring me back? I'm not going. Those bastards made me get rid of my cat. Poor Sir Pouncelot. He hated the deep roads.
That is so cute. In the DLC, you give him a cat as a gift, and he names it Sir Pouncelot. I love the fact that they kept that.
You had a cat named
That's
Sir
adorable.
Lancelot in the deep roads.
He was a gift. A noble beast. Almost got ripped in half by a genlock once. He swatted the bugger on the nose. Drew blood too. The
Cute.
blighted warden said he made me too soft. I had to give him to a friend in Amaranthine.
I hope we can see him again. That's really cute. I need your help.
I'm part of an expedition into the deep roads. Any information you have could save people's lives.
I will die a happy man if I never think about the blighted deep roads again. You can't imagine what I've come through to get here. I'm not interested. Although, a favor for a favor. Does that sound like a fair deal? You help me, I'll help you.
Yeah, sounds good.
Help my expedition reach the deep roads, and I'll do whatever you need.
You don't ask for my terms. What if I were asking for the Knight Commander's head on a spike?
Is
mean,
that what you ask?
I'd probably do
You
it.
decide. I have a warden map of the depths in this area, but there's a price. I came to Kirkwall to aid a friend, a mage, a prisoner in the wretched gallows. The Templars learned of my plans to free him. Help me bring him safely past them, and you shall have your maps.
Yeah, of course. I don't even need to know
I would
anything
help
about
any
that.
mage in such circumstances. Map or no.
Better make this good. We're risking a lot if we anger the Templars.
I
They
welcome
already
your aid.
hate us.
I have already sent word for Carl to meet me in the Chantry tonight. Join us there, and we'll ensure that no matter who is with him, we all walk away free.
Okay. Of course Carver hated that. I tend to make it a habit to help mages wherever I can in this game. Mages and elves, because they're just kind of like really
This
persecuted
looks like the place. If the
groups.
sellers go this far, maybe we were important.
Yeah, I think we might have been Carver. But I tend to make it a habit just to help them because like they really get that shit end of the stick in these games. Oh, hi. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. So this quest, I believe, is the one where we're looking for our grandpa's will. And I get the slight feeling that it's gonna tell us that everything wasn't left to Gamlin. Because why would it be? Let's be honest. Oh, God, okay. Why are you coming here, man? Leave me alone. Thank you. All the equipment that we got from the DLCs that we chucked on is way better than anything realistically that we're going to pick up at any point during the game here.
By all means, lead on.
The mage Tobias is alive. Oh, we found a letter that told of the death of an unnamed family friend. Okay, interesting. Yeah, all the equipment we got from the DLCs is better and it levels up with us, so we're probably not going to need to do much item management and like changing weapons throughout this game, which is good. It's truly sad what happened to the Amels, isn't it? I still remember grandmother talking about the ball that Lord Aristide used to hold at their estate, and the Antivan violin players and dancers from Afsana. No expense was spared, and no one would dare miss it, lest someone think they weren't worthy of an invitation. And then poor Rivka had the child. Magical talent, running in one of Kirkwall's most prominent families. The Templars had considered Lord Aristide to be Viscount after Threnhold's arrest. Jesus Christ, that was a bit to get up. Can you imagine the scandal had he been chosen? They whisked the child away to the Circle, and the Amals simply had no luck after that. Leandra ran off with the Ferelden mage, and then Damien was accused of smuggling. Poor Lord Faustine almost bankrupted his family trying to get the charges dropped. But I hear Viscount Marlowe simply wanted the Amals out of the picture. And it worked too, didn't it? By the time Lord Faustine got sick, there was only young Gamlin left, and a mountain of debt. I spoke to Dulcie just the other day, and apparently Gamlin is now living in some low-town shack. Sounds like the sort of character you'd cross the street to avoid. And let's not even talk about the estate. Mother says we should remember the Amals, because that sort of thing could happen to any of us. You know the old saying, a marcher's fortune rises and falls with the tide. If you ask me, this is just another misfortune that magic brings to honest folk. Andraste helped that poor family, whatever lies in store for them.
It's the Amel crest, I think.
Okay.
Mother described it once. Put that above your door and you better have the ties to back it up. Otherwise you just look old.
So that was kind of rude. I don't... Oh, that is a whole ass spiderweb. Go away. I don't necessarily think magic brought that on us, as a family, but, you know, you're kind of free to think whatever you want, you know, can't really police that. But that's like a really common theme in these games, which is that, like, people think mages are just really bad. They are literally locked away in entire towers because people think that they are dangerous. So you get a lot of lovely fun themes of that throughout the games. I'm not going to read that because we don't actually have the chapters in order, and that can be a massive pain in the ass to deal with. But the family crest was kind of important to get the backstory of. I didn't know that we had... Which way are we going? This way. I didn't know we had another uncle and things. Oh, shit. What? The hell? Okay, well they've improved traps in this game, from the looks of it. Crap, what am I doing? Do you know what? Standing in poison is probably not the smartest decision I can make. Christ. Okay, cool, we got a key. Oh, and a history of the circle. Yeah, so mages are kind of put in towers called the circles. I don't know why they're called the circle. That may have been explained it, and I might have just clicked through it, and if it did, I am sorry. Thank you. Oh, torn slaver invoice. Christ. Okay, well, that's fun.
That has to be the vault. If there's anything to learn about the family, that's where it is.
Okay, we can't leave. Well, fine, it's fine. We're only looking for the last will and testament, so... Will and testament, okay.
So this is it? Grandfather's will? Let's just take it back to Mother and be done with it.
Sure.
I don't think there's any point in delaying the news.
I'm really curious how this will pan out.
Just saying,
because I don't think Gamlin was left the entire estate.
Advantage of my hospitality. It's only fair if you make something of a monthly contribution.
You sold my children into servitude. Now you're asking me to pay rent?
Maybe just put something towards food.
You should be paying us, Uncle. We found the will.
Grandfather left everything to Mother and us. I guess he had some sense after all. See for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we expected, right?
I should... maybe...
To my daughter Leandra, and all children born of her, the estate in Hightown and all associated revenues.
Keep reading.
Check out the part where Gamlen is left only a stipend, to be controlled by you.
Gamlen, how could you?
You're the one who ran away, Leandra. What happened to love is so much more important than money.
It is!
You didn't even come home for the funeral.
The twins were a week old.
We all have our burdens. Mine was looking after a life you abandoned. How long was I supposed to wait?
He does have a point, to be fair.
If it wasn't for the Blight, would we ever have come back here?
I always thought I would. But I suppose you three are Ferelden to your toes.
Look, sister, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it, but I did. And there's nothing I can do to get it back.
I don't expect that, Gamlen. It's enough to know Mother and Father didn't die angry. I'll petition the Viscount for rights to reclaim the estate. Make her willing, you'll have your house back within weeks.
You don't have the coin or standing to even get an audience with the Viscount. You've got to be someone in this city to live in that house again.
Then I had better get started.
Look, I love me some, like, morally grey, complex themes and quests. Really, really love it. Yeah, that was tough. Oh wait, we have mail? Hawk, I've got a lead for you. A merchant I acquire goods for told me that workers have gone missing from his bone pit mining operation. He mentioned that the missing miners were Ferelden, which made me think of you. If you're interested, go hit out Hubert in Hightown Market. Will do. Yeah, I kind of love some complex themes like that. I know there's a whole bunch of stuff to do. But I kind of want to go and get Anders into our party so we can swap out Eveline. I'm just not the biggest fan of Eveline.
I don't make my guards fight gangs in dark corners, but if you'd like to help...
What is that meant to mean? Yeah, okay, well... I don't think I've clicked with her quite as much as I have with, like, Carver. He's kind of endearing. Probably because he's supposed to be your, like, younger brother, so, you know, makes sense. Yeah, Eveline's character, don't really click with her, and... I forgot I named my dog. And Varric is Varric, you know, you can't not love him. I'm keeping him in my party as long as I realistically can. So I kind of, I want to swap out Eveline with Anders, because I'm curious as to how he is gonna be in this game. So this is a crap ton of, like, guardsmen. Why is there so many of them? I mean, pretenders. But... Also, I love the fact that you can hit with your staff up close. If you get up close. That's a really interesting mechanic to have added.
Victory.
Always coin.
I thought I was trying to go to the Chantry. Yep. We're going the wrong way.
Especially thugs who target the streets just because it's dark.
But yeah, so I want Anders in my party. We love Anders. Hi.
I saw Carl go inside a few minutes ago. No Templars so far. Are you ready?
Yep.
I didn't see anyone suspicious out here. Let's do this fast.
All right. I'll handle the talking. You watch for Templars.
Okay.
When we find Carl, just let me talk to him.
Okay. Will do. Hey.
Anders, I know you too well. I knew you would never give up.
Is that a brand on his forehead?
Why are you talking like...
I was too rebellious, like you. The Templars knew I had to be made an example of.
No!
How else will mages ever master themselves? You'll understand, Anders. As soon as the Templars teach you to control yourself. This is the apostate.
No!
Never take another mage as you took him.
That's not normal. That's really not normal. That's not good. What the fuck is wrong with Anders? What demon is inside Anders? Oh god, there's more of them. Does anyone need healing? Not really. Oh, why am I doing magic? As if magic is gonna work against Templars. So their whole gist is that magic doesn't really work against them. Hit them, hit them, hit them. Thank you. Hey my guy, what
Anders,
the fuck is
what
that?
did you do? It's like you brought a piece of the Fade into this world. I had already forgotten what that feels like.
You're tranquil, what do you mean?
I thought the Tranquil were cut off from the Fade forever.
When you're tranquil, you never think on your life before. But it's like the Fade itself is inside Anders, burning like a sun. Please, kill me before I forget again. I don't know how you brought it back, but it's fading.
Carl, no.
Is there no other way?
Maybe we can find a cure.
Can you cure a beheading? The dreams of tranquil mages are severed. There is nothing left of them to fix.
I would rather die a mage than live as a Templar puppet.
Oh god. Do it.
I would rather die than be tranquil. Help him.
I got here too late. I'm sorry, Carl. I'm so sorry.
Now, it's fading. Why do you look at me like that?
Goodbye.
Jesus.
We should leave before more Templars come.
So, let me guess. This is the part where you tell me you're an abomination?
You're wrong. But not far wrong. This is hard to explain. When I was in Amaranthine, I met a spirit of justice who was trapped outside the Fade. We became friends, and he recognized the injustice that mages in Thedas face every day.
A spirit of justice?
And that's...
He was
different
another
than a demon.
companion.
Just as demons prey on the deadly sins of mankind, there are good spirits who embody our virtues. Spirits of compassion, fortitude, justice. They are the Maker's first children, and they have all but given up on us.
Are you saying what I think you are?
What does this have to do with your eyes glowing?
To live outside the Fade, he needed a host. I offered to help him. We were going to work together, bring justice to every child ever ripped away from his mother to be sent to the Circle. But I guess I had too much anger. Once he was inside me, He changed.
Changed to what?
So he's a demon now.
He's an abomination, and the Templars will hunt us for certain.
No. He is a spirit whose only purpose is to see the innocent saved and the guilty punished. But my anger, when I see Templars now, things that have always outraged me, but I could never do anything about, he comes out. And he is no longer my friend, Justice. He is a force of vengeance, and he has no grasp of mercy.
Ugh, really? I mean, he's not a bad romance option. Don't get me wrong. But like right now, really? Can this be helped? Like, can we help you?
Can justice ever be separated from you?
I don't think so. The only way a spirit has ever been separated from a living host is by its death. The curse is of my own making. All I can do now is hope to control it.
Can you control it?
Can you bring him out at will?
No. He comes only when I've lost all power over myself. It's a madness, a frenzy. I only find out after what I might have done.
Okay. I do wish I could help.
Is there anything I can do for you?
You're the first one I've ever told this. Thank you for not running away. My maps are yours, as am I if you wish me to join your expedition. I thought I was done with the Grey Wardens. But if you have any need of me, I will be waiting here.
Okay. We're gonna swap out Eveline for you. And then I suppose we are gonna go and find another quest to do. I'm kind of shocked that Anders and Justice, because I don't think I had them very much in my party when I was playing Awakening together. I didn't realize they'd struck up such a bond. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, there's a lot to do in Hightown. So I think we might just go to Hightown real quick and grab some quests here. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. There's a lot.
You there, Ferelden. I wish to speak with you.
Okay.
I've heard you have dealings with certain elements in the city. You can get things done on the sly, as they say.
What do you need?
Is there something I can help with?
I am a magistrate in this city, and as such, I wish to hire you for a small, albeit important job.
A magistrate.
A man I sentenced to a life in prison has escaped custody. He's been tracked to an abandoned ruin outside the city. I'd like you to retrieve the fugitive and hand him over to the guard.
What was his crime?
Why is there such a clamor to catch this man? What has he done?
He's escaped. That's reason enough to catch him.
We're both intelligent people. There's something in the ruins, isn't there?
There is something, yes. There are creatures in the ruins. The guards I sent are ill-equipped to deal with such beasts.
Right. Why not let him in though, then?
It would be easier to seal up the entrance and let the beasts take care of him.
I believe in justice, Ferelden, not unbridled slaughter.
Is that not
I will not let prisoners
what I'm doing?
be beaten just because I don't want to get my hands dirty.
Fine.
I'll take the job.
Bring the fugitive in alive, quickly and
Oh,
quietly.
he wants him alive.
Not only will you be well paid, you'll have the gratitude of a city magistrate. Useful for a refugee, wouldn't you agree?
Considering our mum's trying to get back into, like,
What are you
the
looking
good
at?
graces, yeah.
Your sisters were both mages, as was your father.
And I'm not. What of it?
Nothing. It's not always passed to all siblings. But it's good to know you understand our plight.
Shove your plight.
Right. Maybe don't even try it. And there's really no point.
Please, can you help me? My brother.
What's happened?
What happened to your brother?
Karen was always so devout, so idealistic.
I'm gonna get robbed right now, aren't I?
Proud when the Templars accepted him. I pleaded with him not to join the Order, but he wouldn't listen. You hear dark rumors about the Templars and Knight Commander Meredith. And now my brother is gone.
What are you saying?
So you think the Templars, what, killed and ate your brother?
Maker forbid.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know what happened. He just stopped writing me. I tried to see him, but Knight Commander Meredith threw me out. They won't tell me anything.
What's in it for me? How can I help?
Your brother may indeed be in trouble. What can I do for you?
Perchance. In your journeys, if you find yourself in the gallows, ask the other recruits, Wilmerd and Hugh, about my brother.
Wilmerd and
They were
Hugh.
Karen's closest friends in the Order. If anyone knows where he is, it's them. Maker bless you and watch after you in this endeavor.
Okay, we can do that.
Those weapons look sharp.
Okay. What else is there? Okay. The Bone Pit. The Blooming Rose. Didn't we go to the Blooming Rose before?
Vivian will be devastated if I don't find Taffy.
Okay. That piqued my interest because Vivian is another companion in Dragon Age Inquisitions. No, but there is a quest telling us to go into the Blooming Rose, which piques my interest because we've been in there before and there was nothing in there. So I want to go have a look. It's not this way, it is this way. I think as well we've probably got enough money to join onto the expedition. I just want to make sure we've got all of our like companions first. Okay, why did we need to come here?
Quintus, can't I have just one drink? I heard you lost something. This it? I had never thought to see this again. Thank you.
It was just a fetch and retrieve quest. That's fine. I guess we'll go to the Chantry to hand in what I'm sure is another fetch and retrieve quest. But at least it gets us
sorry about your sister.
Bit off our
She sounds like a special girl.
Why? Because she was a mage?
Your other sister says she was a good person. She never turned down a chance to help people.
Yes. Yes, I'm sure the Chantry's got a shrine with her portrait on it.
I was trying to be nice.
Stick to Surly. It works for you.
Carver, do you need some pliers to pull that stick out of your ass?
Pardon me.
It's getting really tiring. My only hope is that it improves with time as we play.
Those weapons look sharp.
Everyone complimenting my weapons. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay,
What?
well...
Just wondering if the feathered pauldrons are an essential part of the moody rebel mage persona.
What are you talking about?
I'm working on an epic poem about a hopelessly romantic apostate, waging an epic struggle against forces he can't possibly defeat.
What do you mean, can't possibly defeat?
Well, it's not a good story unless the hero dies.
Okay, calm down. Cool it with the angst, please. Hi, Brother Plinth.
Look what I found. Your reason for living.
Bless my fool spirit, I never thought I'd see that again. Thank you.
It was another fetch and retrieve quest. I don't think anyone was shocked about that, but it was still annoying. Fuck it, let's go to the gallows.
You don't like me, Carver?
I don't like you.
That's unfortunate. Hating someone just because they're a mage is a shameful thing.
I don't hate you because you're a mage. I hate you because you won't shut up about it. Oppression this, Templars that. I'd heard enough long before you.
Maybe it's time you put some thought into it.
Valid. So valid.
Do you know a recruit named Karen? His sister is looking for him.
We cannot speak to you, Messer.
Probably for the best, sister.
To the void with that. Karen and the others are missing.
But our orders...
The Knights aren't doing anything to find them. Maybe it's time to ask for outside help.
I've come to help.
You can trust me. I'm only trying to keep Karen safe.
I hear that Knight Commander Meredith has some new initiation you have to go through. If you're not strong enough or fervent enough in belief, you don't make it out alive.
Sounds brutal. And effective.
Shut up, Carver.
And you honestly believe that?
Recruits keep going missing.
Wilmot came back.
What?
He did. I saw him this morning.
Can I talk to him?
If Wilmot came back, he might know more about the other missing recruits.
I bet he would.
Wilmot told me he was going outside Kirkwall. Clear his head, he said.
Why didn't you tell us this?
Knight Captain Cullen ordered it, right before he chased after Wilmot. That wasn't too long ago. If you hurry, you may catch them on the road.
Did you guys just hear what I heard? Cullen. Cullen is one of my favorite characters in the entire series, because he was the character that I've romanced in Dragon Age Inquisition 3 or 4 times through playthroughs. He was not my first choice in romance because my first choice in romance broke my heart. Cullen was my second choice that I chose after my heart was broken. And then I picked him every single playthrough after that. I love him to bits. I name my dogs after him every single time because it's funny. He is a character that reoccurs throughout all the games. I'm so happy now. Yeah.
More mages. You talk. I'm going to ask the guards about their training.
Rude, Carver.
I know your face. I am Tobias. You and that man are both hawks. I remember
Yes.
your father. Malcolm was a good man.
You wrote to him.
I found a letter you sent about a friend of his you could not name.
Ah, the Templar. Your father could not write to him directly, lest the Order find out.
The Templar?
He allowed your father to leave Kirkwall. Rule is not served by caging the best of us. A wise man.
That is surprising.
Not what I would expect from a Templar.
There was a time when the rules of the Order could be interpreted to suit a situation. Unlike these days. I will send the letters I held. It seems fitting that they return to family.
Yeah. I would appreciate that.
Such a friendship. Few like your father remain. Even fewer like the Templar. Rest well at the Maker's side, Sir Morivard Carver.
Carver as in... Carver?
By all means, lead on.
Can we go and talk to you about that? Because that's like... That feels like a pretty big thing to be named after someone like that.
Hello, Lord Carver.
We're still a long way from cowing Templars with our titles, sister.
Be happy for Mum.
You could slap on a smile for a few days. For her sake.
She's not interested in what I think. She wants to provide for us, and you're making sure it happens. And when we're done, I don't know, I guess we'll sit around thinking about how great we used to be. Mother didn't even want that life back until we got dumped here. And you only care because we're under Templar scrutiny.
You're being an ass.
You hating everything I do is really losing its charm.
Sure, make light. Why take anything seriously? You're the eldest. You lead by default.
I don't see you taking the reins.
When should I do that? When I'm following you around, or when I'm caring for Mother while you tame mighty Kirkwall? Besides, we both know what happens when someone leaves dear sister's protection. I'm sure Bethany would appreciate that you're keeping good humor.
That's not amusing.
Fun's fun, but you're taking this little pissing match too far.
What? You don't like someone making a joke out of everything you are?
I don't see the humor in digging up Bethany so you can hide behind her, too. Well, good talk.
Sister. I feel... I don't know. It's like Mother taking everything out on us. She was just scared. I don't have a place in the life she is trying to bring back. I'm here if you need me. But I must find my own way.
When I told your grandmother I was marrying your father, she threatened to disown me. She said my children would be mongrels. My father wanted to lock me in, but she told him it's her life, let her ruin it. I wrote to her when each of you were born. She never wrote back. I'm glad she didn't die hating me.
She sounds like a bitch. No, she never hated you.
Grandmother didn't want you to leave. She tried holding on to you the only way she knew.
She would have been so proud of you. You're everything she wanted in an Amel grandchild. She might have had a hard time accepting it at first, but she would have loved you, all three of you. Oh, Bethany. She was such a sweet little girl. Never cried, just looked at you with those big eyes.
I miss her too.
She was so young to be taken from us.
I just keep thinking there's something we could have done. It's killing me. I remember that awful creature reaching down and 18 years of loving and feeding and raising, and that was it.
There is nothing we could do.
Blame the Darkspawn, not yourself.
The Darkspawn would have been happy with any prey. It was my fault it was Bethany. I miss her. There were 4 of us when the Blight began. It will never be over while there are just 3. I've written to the Viscount. I've an audience for after Bartrand's expedition leaves. I couldn't do anything for Bethany, but with luck, I can at least give us a home.
Okay, I guess we'll talk to Carver again.
Here, I got you something.
Why?
Peace offering.
We ended on a tense note last time.
To put it lightly.
Take it as you will.
These are by father. Are you sure they aren't meant for you? I bet another mage could get more out of them. For your service that cannot be admitted, I ask that you accept this trinket and know that I shall respect your name. Thank you, Conscience of the Order, Sir Morivar Carver. Carver?
The Templar who allowed Father to leave Kirkwall. Your namesake.
A Templar? Have we
Why do I
met a
get the
Templar
feeling
who isn't a colossal prig?
that Carver's going to become a Templar? He was a good one.
Father must have felt he was worth honoring.
A man who let him look ahead. And a name that would always mean skill thoughtfully applied.
Seems like he thought it held some promise.
Not a link back, but how to go forward. That's what I was to him. I don't know what to say, except Thank you.
Yay, character development! I do love that in these games. All the characters have really, really gorgeous character development, and they're all really complex, and there's no black or white. There's always like this morally grey area that sort of everyone sits in. However, we've done quite a lot this time, so I think we're going to end it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!